Perfect. All right. We have Isidro here. We have Grace. And we have Pedro. Welcome, everybody. All right. So let's start our class. If you are late, it's okay. We were just talking about what Ingleso is. They give you fast results, really good teachers, fun teachers, and it's easy. All right? Every noon class, there is a seminar like this. Oh, here's another person. And if there's another person that you want to tell, if you want to spread the word, if you want to tell them about this fantastic service, free service, mini classes on Saturday, well, tell them to come over. And if you missed a seminar, they are recorded. So it's amazing. Okay, ingleso.com for more information and for private classes. Now, today we will have an intermediate class, okay? It's about phrasal verbs. Why should you care? Well, because they make you sound like a native speaker, okay? They're really easy, and they make you sound fluent, like an American. You like that, right? Well, that's what we're going to do today. Okay? So let's start. Today we will learn about phrasal verbs. Now, what are phrasal verbs? Look, oh no, he's confused too. But don't worry, my friends. They are really easy. Very, very easy. Phrasal verbs. It's what we're going to study today. Okay? Now, there are two definitions of phrasal verbs. There's the easy definition, and there's the difficult definition. The easy definition is an expression. Okay? The difficult definition is two words that can be a verb and a preposition, and a verb or an adverb. Is that too difficult? If it's too difficult, just use the easy definition. An expression, okay? But why are they important? This is the cool part. Because they make you sound like a native speaker. They don't make you sound like a tourist or like a student. They make you sound like an American. And that's the best part, okay? That means that you can have conversations in perfect English. You can have conversations with other Americans, sounding like an American. Does that sound good? I thought so. Let's start. Hi, if you're just coming in, you're more than welcome. This is all going to be recorded, so if you're late, do not worry. This is recorded, and I will provide you the link soon. Okay? Okay, so let's talk about some useful phrasal verbs. You can use them immediately in spoken English. So when I was thinking, what can I create so that you, the students, can use it immediately in your life? And the best thing that I could think of was phrasal verbs, okay? But not only normal phrasal verbs, important phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs that you can use this weekend, okay? So, let's start. We have 4 just for today, okay? 4 of them. 4 phrasal verbs. We have number 1, go out. Go out means leave home or go on a social event. Okay? It does not mean go outside. Okay? So phrasal verbs are not literal. That's why the easy definition, if you remember, see, it's an expression. Okay? That's an easy definition. Now, remember, they're not literal. Never take phrasal verbs literally. They're not exactly what they say. is just an expression, okay? All right. The next one is eat out. It doesn't mean eat outside. It means to go to a restaurant, okay? To eat at a restaurant, okay? Number 3, chip in means to help, okay? Now, chip in usually means to help financially. So when you have a hotel that is too expensive and you went with your friends to that hotel and you cannot pay for it just by yourself, say, help, let's chip in so we can pay for it, okay? And I will explain all of these later. You'll see soon. All right, and the last one that we will talk about today is dress up. It does not mean to dress up. That would be funny, but remember, it's not literal. They're just expressions, okay? So dress up, what is dress up? Who can tell me what dress up means? If you read this and you already knew, congratulations. For those of you that do not know, it means to wear nice clothing. Maybe a suit, maybe a dress, beautiful dress for women, okay? All right, so we have 4 phrasal verbs that we will use today. 4 phrasal verbs that are extremely useful in the United States today, okay? They're very useful because we use them often. They're common, okay? So we have go out, eat out, chip in, and dress up. So let's analyze them. Go out. See, these people decided to go out. Look at how happy they are. So you can use this, class, when you want to leave home or go to a social event. It can be a restaurant. It can be a party, okay? So I created a little conversation here for you to understand what go out really means and how it can be used to your life in an important way and immediately useful ways. Excuse me. So I'm going to have to clear my throat excuse me. I'm going to have to clear my throat for this conversation. All right? It's going to be funny. So I will be Alan, and I will also be Brittany. Okay, this is Alan, and this is Brittany. So, hey, Brittany. Hello, Alan. Do you want to go out to a bar? Of course. When? This Saturday, after class with Ingleso. Fantastic. See you after class. Okay? So see, these people are going out to a bar. Okay? So you can go to a restaurant, a party, anywhere that is a social event. You're going out to that event. Or you decide to go out to that event. Okay? That is, my friends, go out. Okay? Are you ready for the next one? Fantastic. Let's go. Eat out. These people decided to eat out. So, where are they, class? Are they on the moon? No, they are at a restaurant. Okay? So, use it when you need to go to restaurants. It's very useful. Americans use it practically every day, at least once a week. Okay? Eat out. So, for example, you can say, I want to eat out with my friends on Saturday. It means that you want to go to a restaurant, okay, with your friends. Now look at this conversation that will help you understand eat out, all right? I'll be Laura, and I will also be Tim. Hello, Tim. Hello, Laura. Do you want to eat out on Saturday? Yes, let's go to that Indian place. Okay, see you later, Tim. See you, Laura. Okay? So they decided to eat out. Again, it means to go to a restaurant. So Americans, class, they don't say, do you want to go to a restaurant? They just say, do you want to eat out? Or do you want to eat out on Saturday? Or do you want to eat out for your birthday? Okay? That's how you use eat out. Let's go to the next one, class. Chip in. Use it when the check is too expensive. So, so look at Brittany here. This is Brittany, okay? She went to a very expensive restaurant, and the restaurant was too expensive, okay? So she's going to have to ask her friends to chip in, meaning help with the money so that she can pay the restaurant. So let's see how you can use chip in. You can say, oh no, this restaurant's too expensive. Can you please chip in? That's how you use it, my friends, okay? Excuse me, what was that? Somebody screamed in the microphone. I'm sorry. So, let's continue with how to use chip in. Okay? All right. Alan and Brittany will be in a conversation. Okay? All right. Hey, Brittany, this is too expensive. Yes, it's $1,000. Do you want to chip in? Okay, I will chip in 50%. Thanks, I'll chip in the other 50%. Did you learn that expression at Ingleso? How did you know? All right? So that is how you use chip in. So for example, imagine that we are at a restaurant, okay? And the check is $1,000. So one person can pay $500 and the other can chip in another $500. That's how you use chip in, okay? Just put that credit card here. Fantastic. All right. So let's continue with the next one. Dress up. Of course, class, remember, phrasal verbs are not literal, okay? Meaning they can just be an expression. It does not mean that you're going to dress upstairs or on the roof. It just means you are going to wear nice clothes. So look at this lady here. She wants to dress up, okay? So you can say, I'm going to the Oscars tonight. I want to dress up. Okay? Or I'm going to a very important party this Saturday after Ingleso. I have to dress up. Okay? So let's go to a conversation for you to understand exactly how to use dress up. Are you ready? This is very important, especially for the women here in the conversation, because I know that they love to dress up. So here we go. Dress up. So it's between Alan and Brittany. Are you going to dress up for the party? Brittany says, yes, the party's important. Alan says, make sure your dress is perfect. Of course, I love dressing up. Alan says, I am sure that you will look great. All right, so Brittany here just dressed up in the past. Or you can say, I want to dress up. Okay, that's the present. or I will dress up. That's the future, okay? So there it is, dress up. Easy, right? Fantastically easy. And remember, class, this is all being recorded. And at the end of class, I will tell you how to remember all of this. Yes, because 2 weeks from now, you'll remember only half. 1 month from now, you'll remember 0. So here at Ingleso, we always give you tactics on how to remember the material and never forget it. How's that? You like that? Great. Let's go to the next one. So this is time for quiz. Let's prove that you are learning. Okay? So, what does go out mean? A, go on vacation. B, go to the gym. Or C, go to a party or restaurant. I will give you 5 seconds to think. If you answered C, you are correct. So the answer is C. Go out means to go to a party or a restaurant. Okay? For example, I want to go out to a party this Saturday. Okay? Okay. Fantastic. Now, for the next part of the quiz, what does chip in mean? A, contribute. B, to win the lottery. C, to use a computer chip. I will give you 5 seconds. Think and choose. Go. If you answered contribute, you are correct. So the answer is A. Fantastic. Very good. Very good, class. So let's go to the next one. What does dress up mean? Does it mean A, to stay at home in a wedding dress, B, to go shopping, or C, to put on nice clothes? I'll give you 5 seconds. Go. If you answered C, you are correct. The answer is C, to put on nice clothes. Okay? Fantastic. And the last one for today. What does eat out mean? A, order delivery pizza. B, eat in the patio. Or C, go out to a restaurant. I will give you 5 seconds. Go. All right, class, if you answered C, you are correct. Very good job. Remember, class, if you got some of these wrong or incorrect, it's okay because this is being recorded and you can visit this class anytime you want. Okay? So, now, do you want to continue studying phrasal verbs? It's easy. Even your cat can practice. It's that easy, class. Really, really easy. I'm going to teach you how right now, okay? Many people think, oh, phrasal verbs are so difficult or they're so confusing. Well, that's because most people study from an enormous list, maybe 200 phrasal verbs, okay? And that is not the best tactic. The best tactic is to use the phrasal verbs by 1, writing them down, and 2, so write them down, And two, use it in a situation that is important to you, to your life, to your goals, to your ambitions, to your success. If it's important to you, you will remember it. No one remembers things that are unimportant. Okay? So if things are not important, you won't remember it. So use the phrasal verbs that are important to you. Use them in a situation that you will really, really use in your life. And that's how you remember it. Okay? Okay. So that's the best way to remember and never forget. Now, why will you never forget? Easy. Because you need it. Because it's important. All right? And today I showed you 4 extremely important phrasal verbs that everybody uses. Okay? Especially if you want to be like a native speaker. Okay? Fantastic. Of course, if you want to start private classes, if you want your own private tutor, if you want to have me as your teacher to get you results, to get you permanent results, send me an email and I promise you this, I will make you fluent. If you are an expert speaker and you just need to make your English perfect, I can make that happen as well. I can help you as well. So, if you want to do that, email me at daniel@ingleso.com. And if you have any questions, please email me. You can also go to my website at www.ingleso.com, okay? That would be fantastic. You will learn English. You will become better at English faster and with permanent results. I thank you for your time. Remember, if you arrived late, this is recorded. Please tell others about Ingleso. Tell others about Ingleso's recordings as well. So say, hi friend, did you know that Ingleso has classes at noon every Saturday? Yes, they're free. Sometimes they're for beginners. Sometimes they're for intermediates. Sometimes they're for advanced. So come on over. They're great classes. They're fantastic. Okay? All right. We'll see you soon. Bye. All right, class. It has been a pleasure giving out this first class. And I will see you later. Bye-bye. Now, of course, I will have a little message in Spanish and a little message in Portuguese at the end, just in case you are a beginner, okay? And I will start that right now. Other than that, if you are an intermediate or advanced student, that's it for now. Class is over. But if you are a Spanish speaker that is beginner, or a Portuguese speaker that is also a beginner, please stay. So let's start with Spanish. Como pueden ver, estas clases, señores y señoras, son para principiantes a veces, intermedios a veces y avanzados a veces. Obviamente mucha gente viene a estos seminarios, a estos webinars, como llamamos en inglés. Y bueno, a veces son beginners, a veces son para intermedios y a veces son para avanzados, ¿ok? Entonces, recuérdense que esto está siempre filmado. Y recuérdense que si ustedes necesitan un profesor privado que les dé resultados rápidos y garantizados, ¿okay? Garantizados, contáctenme a mí. Yo tengo posgrado en el asunto, o sea, en enseñanza de inglés como segundo idioma, y soy conocido o me conocen por los resultados rápidos que doy, ¿ok? Entonces, contáctenme, por favor, a daniel@ingleso.com. All right? La clase se ha terminado. Agora voy a hablar em português. Agora vou falar em português. Gente, se você acabou de ver essa aula, você deu para notar que às vezes é para iniciantes, intermédios ou avançados. Essa aqui foi para intermédios, tá? De vez em quando vai ser para iniciantes. Então, se você é um iniciante, você pode vir aqui. Se você chegou tarde, isso vai ser tudo gravado, tá? E vai ser uploaded no YouTube e vai estar também para sempre no meu website. Então, a gente vai ter uma coleção de vídeos e é todo sábado ao meio-dia. Então, pode espalhar por aí, galera, tá? Espalhe que todo meio-dia do sábado vai ter uma aula, tá? Everything will always be recorded. Tá tudo sempre gravado. E lembre-se, se você precisa de um professor particular, é só mandar um e-mail, daniel@ingleso.com. Eu tenho fama de dar resultado rápido e tudo é garantido aqui no Ingleso. Tá? So, to sum up in English, if you have any questions about our method, if you have any doubts, if you want to know more, please visit www.ingleso.com. Now, this time, class is officially over. I will see you noon next weekend. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye.